Hey guys, right over here, and I just want to give an update in regards to the anti-cheat that Sega is implementing. As you may know, Sega announced that they are going to implement Wellbia's anti-cheat. And this announcement alone startled like 80% of the community that they pissed their pants and uninstalled because they are scared of the keystrokes. But that is mostly using Xincode3. Everyone quickly assumed it was going to be using Xincode3 since it was the most viewed resource, and of course, this hasn't had a good history. And for those who don't know, the Xincode3 is an anti-cheat system that basically scans your PC for anything that can affect online live gameplay. Kind of similar to like Riot's anti-cheat, and with my experience with them, their anti-cheat system would always run even when I boot up my computer, and all this stuff runs at a kernel level. And before you ask, no, your Logitech mouse and keyboard softwares or anything like that is unaffected since that it's not affecting your gameplay at all. In this case, from what I saw so far, the Wellbia's anti-cheat is not using the Xincode3, but rather it's using something called the TLDR PSO2 NA launcher. I don't have PSO2 NGS installed on either the Microsoft Store or the Epic Games Store, so I'm going from what Kiropi showed. I'll link his video in the description below since he was able to test it himself. It's not Xincode, I can assure you. In fact, I'll even show a demonstration of Elsor's anti-cheat, and I know for a fact that it uses Xincode3. And yes, I still have it installed, and I'll even have the task manager open as well, and it's super noticeable as well, and it's hard to miss. So let's launch it and let it do its thing. Let it check it, and you can see here that it's running in the task manager using the Wellbia security loader and TLDR. That's their version, and you can see down here Xincode3. Let it launch, and you can see here that when the game is launched, now it shows the AXXD Xincode Watchdog. This is the one that's running in the background using Xincode3. You can also check back in the processes tab through the exe itself and expand the game using the exe file and then the anti-cheat running under it. So this is how you will know which anti-cheat it is running. Also, as I was recording this video, I was notified that Steam had already updated the launcher's settings to enable or disable the anti-cheat. Good timing for me to test it, but without further ado, let's launch the game and see if anything pops up. Yes. And then we can verify here. We go to environmental settings, to features, and then we do have the ability to start in security capability mode or not. So we'll leave this unchecked to see how it goes with the Wellbia settings. And if you want to run with the GameGuard settings, all you have to do is check it and then click on Save Settings. But in this video, we're gonna uncheck it. Discard changes and exit, and then start game. We go to our task manager. Let's see if there's anything pops up here. And the logo would say GameGuard here, but in this case, it's not, so it's not gonna show the GameGuard logo since we're using Wellbia. Okay. So there it is. New Genesis, let the game do its thing. Oh, I just hit my mic, I'm sorry. And then there's no anti-cheat running below it. So if we go to details, if we search for anything that relates to Wellbia, right here, UCLDR PSO2 NA exe. So this is what it's running in the background, but when we go to processes, it doesn't show here, and it's not using the Xincode3 as we saw when we tested the Elsword part. But yeah, so if we go back to the web, their product, gaming security, even though it says it uses Xincode3, they over the years they customized it a little bit, so they're using something called the UNCHEAT, which is more flexible in a way, but it's not really as it was before when Xincode launched. Yeah, Xincode was pretty bad in the past, but over the years it gotten a bit better. And this is coming from someone who played Elsewhere for about 12 years before I quit. Yeah, so it's just using UNCHEAT now. Nothing that shows in the task manager that uses Xincode3, and you can verify the stuff here. Yeah, UCLDR. I don't see anything else that relates to Xincode. Yeah. And then if we launch the game, it runs just fine. I have yet to test it. And if you want in-depth information, you can watch Kiropi's video in the description below. I think with the Wellbia stuff, I think it increased my frames a little bit. I say that as it started lagging at the loading area. Oh, and from my experience, the anti-cheat will only run if you have the game open, but it will close if you close the game. I had never had any issues with Xincode3, but from what I see that blew up on X, you guys are overreacting, and it's a bit insane. But I'm not going to say much about that. Even Reddit is having a much better time than X is, and I hate using Reddit. But yeah, no, I think it increased the performance a little bit. Before the Wellbia stuff, when I was using the GameGuard anti-cheat, there was always like a performance hitch whenever I'm loading into populated areas like this block, for example, where it's full of a lot of people, and then they have to like render all their character data, like their accessories and their hairstyles and whatnot. This anti-cheat kind of reduced that a little bit, because I'm not getting any of the lag hitches, and I'm running the game on max settings too, on ultra settings. So if I go to systems, graphics, and then if I click on change, I'm already set as ultra, even though I tweaked it a little bit since there's some stuff I didn't like, but all of it's basically maxed. Max frame rates, max and all, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. But yeah, this is running through Steam, by the way. I know Karopi had that error message whenever he launched the game and he got that system error. I didn't get any of that, but I hope you guys don't too if you guys decide to switch to Wellbia. It's not that bad, I can say that much, but it's not using Xincode3. So with that being said, that's it for this video. I just wanted to get this message out there since it's not using Xincode3, it's using something else. And if you look at the task manager, you don't see any of the Xincode3 stuff. That was only through the LStore testing, and of course it still uses Xincode3. But yeah, with that being said, I hope this video helps, and if it did, I would appreciate a like and a sub to the channel for more PSO2 content. And with that, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one.